There's a huge number of players in Siege who think they're way better than they actually are. They think they deserve a higher rank, that they're being held back by bad teammates, and that the game is rigged against them. But the truth is, most of these players are actually missing key skills and don't even realize it. There are 7 core skills that make a player truly good in FPS games. Most players only have 1 to 3 of these and completely lack the rest. Instead of focusing on their weaknesses, they double down on their strengths, thinking it's enough to carry them, and it's definitely not. And it's most common for these players to rely on good aim. That's the one skill they have, and it inflates their ego. In Rainbow Six Siege, you can actually coast through the lower ranks with decent aim. That's because most players in these ranks don't know what they're doing. They're droning poorly, holding bad angles, and peeking like maniacs. So if you can aim, you're probably going to clean that rank up. But the problem starts when these aim-dependent players begin to think aim is everything. Their ego inflates and they become blind to the other 6 skills that actually define a good Siege player. Once they hit a wall, whether it's Plat, Emerald, or even higher, they start blaming their teammates, the map, or even the game itself. Let's break down the 7 skills that separate real players from wannabes and look at what bad players do versus what good players do in each category. The first category is aiming. Aiming is the ability to land your shots consistently and accurately, particularly headshots. It's a foundation skill in Siege and any other FPS game. Some players build their entire identity around good aiming, dominating gunfights in lower ranks where opponents make countless positioning mistakes. But as the skill level rises, they face opponents who punish poor crosshair placement and exploit lazy angles. While bad players are overconfident and inconsistent, good players refine their mechanics through consistent warm-ups, thoughtful crosshair placement, and precise headshot prioritization. Aim for them is just a stepping stone and not the entire staircase. Category number 2 is movement. This is how you position yourself, rotate, and stay mobile to make yourself a harder target. It's also about how you use the map to your advantage. Movement is a game of chess, not checkers. While bad players sprint carelessly and expose themselves to danger, good players are deliberate. They jiggle peek to bait shots, crouch walk to surprise enemies, and rotate intelligently to reposition mid-fight. Movement isn't just about staying alive, it's about controlling the fight and dictating engagements on your terms. The best players move with purpose, creating opportunities where others may not see one. The third category is tactics. Tactics are about knowing when to play aggressively and when to be passive based on the game situation. It's the balance of pressure and patience. Siege is a tactical dance. Bad players lean too hard in one direction, either recklessly swinging every angle or camping in corners hoping the enemy makes a mistake. Good players, on the other hand, they know when to pressure the enemy and when to hold back. By blending aggression with patience, they dominate the tempo of the match. Number 4 is communication. Communication in Siege is about providing clear and concise callouts to help your team and listening effectively to your teammates. Bad players either flood the mic with panic or just go radio silent and say nothing. Their callouts lack detail, leaving their teammates guessing what actually is going on. Good players, on the other hand, provide actionable information. An example of a good comm after dying is Ash is halfway down main going bar and getting the closest teammate's attention by name, rather than just saying he's over there or the classic he's on ping. Good players listen as much as they speak, ensuring the team stays coordinated. Communication isn't just about talking, it's literally creating synergy. The 5th category is utility usage, and this is how you use your ops gadgets and tools to support your team, gain intel, or deny the enemy. Bad players waste their gadgets or forget about them altogether, treating them as an afterthought. Good players understand that utility wins rounds. They save grenades to clear shields, deploy drones for intel, and time gadgets to disrupt enemy pushes. Every piece of utility has a purpose, and good players maximize its impact. They see utility not as a backup plan, but as a game changer and necessity. The 6th category is super important, and it's game sense. This is your overall understanding of how the game is played. It includes map knowledge, reading the enemy strategy, and understanding the current meta. Game sense separates the decent players from the elite. Bad players react to what's happening around them, but good players can anticipate. They read enemy patterns, predict rotations, and adapt to the changing meta. While bad players ignore sound cues and die to the same tricks repeatedly, good players treat the match like a chess game, staying one step ahead at all times. Game sense is what makes a player unpredictable and terrifying to face. And the last category is what really separates a bad player from a good one, and a lot of you guys don't have this, and it's a good mentality. Mentality is all about staying composed under pressure, adapting to setbacks, and keeping a positive mindset to keep improving. Tilting is literally the silent killer of improvement. Bad players rage at every single loss, blame their teammates, and spiral into self-destruction. The good and elite players embrace their mistakes as learning opportunities. They reset between rounds, adapt mid-game, and focus on solutions rather than the problems. A strong mentality turns setbacks into stepping stones, fueling consistent growth and success. So bringing it all back together, if you are one of these players who thinks you're hot shit because you can aim, then take a long, hard look at yourself. How's your movement, your tactics, your communication? Are you using your utility effectively? Do you even understand the game that you're playing? And if that is you, that's okay. Now you just know what to work on. Siege isn't a game about being perfect. It's about gaining experience and improving. Stop just coasting on aim or map knowledge and start mastering all 7 categories. Then and only then will you become the kind of player that everyone fears to play against. If this video helped you in any way, then make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And comment down below how many categories out of 7 you have mastered in Rainbow Six Siege. Make sure you hit that notification bell to stay updated with my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.